The turkey was still hot when my father said it. Paying the bills doesn't make you family. The air froze. Forks hovered midair, eyes darting between us like spectators at a match. Mom shot me that look, the silent warning that said, "Don't make it worse." But she didn't need to worry. Dad was already doing that himself. Across the table, my brother Daniel smirked, that same polished grin he'd worn since high school. The golden child with a string of failed startups. The dreamer who never delivered. And me? I was the one who had kept his family standing. The lights on, the mortgage paid, the insurance active for 6 quiet, thankless years. I looked straight at my father. "Then let him cover the $9,600 due this month," I said calmly, almost smiling. Mom's whisper came quick, fragile. "You're just jealous of your brother." I smiled again, small, steady, dangerous. "Then let's find out." That night, I shut everything down. It started years ago, back when Dad's company collapsed and Daniel burned through every loan we had left. I just landed a steady job in tech, good salary, full benefits. I stepped in, not out of duty, but love. Every bill that came, I handled. I told myself it was temporary, that one day they'd see me as more than the one who kept the machine running. But love makes you blind to balance sheets. Then I began noticing things, small details that didn't sit right. The electric bill came addressed to Daniel and family. My name was nowhere. Mom's Facebook post. "So proud of my boys. Daniel's helping us through hard times." Helping? He hadn't paid a single bill. Then came the whispers, late at night when I'd returned from work. "She's cold," Mom would murmur, always so distant. And Dad's heavy sigh would follow. Too much like her mother's side. Funny thing is, they were right. I am like my mother's side, disciplined, strategic, and infinitely patient. The real betrayal came last spring. I'd transferred the property tax payment. Same as always, but the county site still listed it unpaid. When I checked the records, I found it. The money had gone into an account under my brother's name, $4,800. That was the moment the daughter who held this family together ceased to exist. Something colder, sharper, took her place. I didn't argue. I observed. I started listing everything in silence. The phone plan under my name, the house insurance, every utility, every mortgage payment tied to my account. They didn't notice. They still believed the illusion that Daniel had taken over. I simply made sure every system depended on me, and that it could all stop with a single click. By Thanksgiving, I was ready. I'd rerouted my payments into a private holding account, one that I could shut down instantly. So when Dad looked at me across the table and said, "Paying bills doesn't make you family," he had no idea he was signing the end of his comfort. That night, after everyone was asleep, I opened my laptop. Auto payments, off. Utilities, disconnected. Mortgage, frozen. Insurance, inactive. All done in 15 minutes. Morning came with chaos and sirens. The power was gone. The water, too. No internet. Daniel's car, the one I co-signed for, repossessed before breakfast. Then came the knock at the door. Police. The unpaid taxes had triggered a lien review. Combined with months of missed bills, the county had flagged the property for foreclosure. Dad's voice cracked, desperate. "There must be some mistake," he stammered. Mom clutched Daniel's arm, crying. Daniel just stared, pale, silent, finally realizing who he'd underestimated. I didn't raise my voice. I simply handed over the folder I'd prepared. Every payment, every transfer, every record proving that their stability had been built on my name. "Guess I'm not family anymore," I said quietly. So I took my name off the family bills. Silence. Dad sat down, unable to look at me. Mom opened her mouth, but no words came. Daniel took a shaky step forward. "You did this to us." I tilted my head. "No, you did this to yourselves." I just stopped fixing it. By the end of the week, the house was in shambles. They scrambled to reconnect utilities, called banks, begged for extensions. For the first time, they learned what $9,600 really meant. Dad's pride cracked first. Mom's silence followed. Daniel vanished for 3 days. I moved out that weekend, signed a lease, paid in full, a small apartment, quiet, peaceful. For the first time, the air didn't hum with the weight of other people's survival. It was just still. Sometimes I replay that Thanksgiving moment. Dad's voice full of contempt, Mom's whisper of misplaced loyalty, and my own calm smile. Because the truth is, revenge isn't about destruction. It's about taking yourself back from those who only ever took from you.